Paul, it's me, George. Heard y'all partying up in here.
What's up, buddy?
Thank you, buddy. It was good chatting with you today. Ciao.
I don't even know her. Oh.
What?
Welcome back to the Late Night Playset. All right, I have some business to do, though. I've got to fire up. I should have been doing this while I was feeling all proud about. I should have been doing this. All right. Did I do it? Did I do it? Thought I did. Okay, all right. Welcome back to the Late Night Playset. My name is Jay Ryan. This is Nicole Ryan. Tonight is Tuesday, January 19th, 2020. For us, it's Try Something New Tuesday, and in this case, it's Talk to Us Tuesday. We are going to throw up the Instagram here in just a few moments.
Isn't it 2021?
21? What's wrong with me? I'm so happy that it's 2021. I want two. Oh, boys. Oh, you know what? I did it yesterday, too. Gosh darn it. Twitch show, I did the same thing. Oh,
We'll get there.
I hope so. Let's bring it in, Mrs. Ryan. Thanks, everybody else. I'm, as usual, my head is in two places. I'm forward thinking to what I have to do next over here, and that takes me away from being present, which is not what I should be doing. So, oh wow, that worked out well. Your shoes with the checker behind you. That worked out well. We've made some changes in the studio, all tiny stuff that hopefully you won't even notice, but it should be a more cohesive element because that's what I do. And back to back to the people who are probably wondering what's going on downstairs over here in the Porsche Life Instagram. If you remember last week, I'll tell you everything about the show in a minute, but I got to get these guys on here. If you remember, we were trying to do this and it was awkward as hell. So, okay, I came up with something else. I'm coming, guys. I'm coming, Instagram. How about this? There's the Instagram.
My.
So what I did was I moved the iPad that we had over there. We were trying to do this part over there. Mm-hmm. I just moved it over here.
That's incredible.
And now we can read it. Now we can see it. We can read it. We can interact with people. I'm going to start waving because that's what I do. Hi, Ryan News, Simon 001, Tom O'Bear, Brian. Hi, Brian. It's fun. Yeah, it's fun. Okay, so now that we got that going, that's really what I needed to. It's not too bad. No, I'll get a black cable. Actually, we have plenty of those. I'll switch it with a black cable. But I'm feeling good. Our Telefunken gear sounds better than ever because I've just cleaned stuff up. We had been growing for so long, it was time to rebuild again, kind of take some stuff out, edit, as they say. And we have, and it feels really, really nice in here. Doesn't it feel big and spacious in here?
It does. I feel it behind me. It feels expansive. It's great.
That may be the stars and the universe and the moving clouds and everything behind you.
It's all a vibe. You captured it. It's so good.
I love that you brought up a vibe because speaking of a vibe and one of the things we do here. Hi, Tim Top, waving at you. Hi, Swept Seconds, waving at you. It's what I do. Skill Base, SKL, BSE, waving. Okay, Jay Ryan got his hands dirty. And because Chad can't be here because of COVID, so I got to do everything myself. But what I did do is clean out the old bubble machine, turn it on, Hal. There we go. Look at him shoot out there. Look how pretty they are too.
Yeah.
Oh, they really are. They're
round and crisp and
they're very clean and clear. Yeah. Remember how sudsy they got over time?
They were opaque.
Yeah, this is the good stuff. Look at them fly. And I aimed it a little bit so there's not as many on the computer. Anytime I use this computer for anything not show-related, everyone's like, you need to clean your computer. I realize now what it looks like, which is, that's just adorable, isn't it? Hi. Welcome to the Late Night Playset. My name's Jay Ryan. I appreciate you being with us this evening. It's Bubble Night. Thank you for being here on Bubble Night. What was I saying right before that?
You need to clean your computer.
Oh, yeah, thanks. It looks like I use this computer for a lot of other things. Oh, it's this one I gotta turn off. I couldn't. What can I click to make this stop? It looks like whatever. Looks like I'm in college and a mess. Waving. David Keynes. Hi, David Keynes. Here he is. Oh, it's so fun. David Keynes, we miss you. Totally miss you. Oh, there's Tim. Dude. Tim from Connecticut, from Danbury. Waving at people, because that's, again, my favorite new thing. Apex Dreams Cars is here. Craig C. Chen is here. Chasing Jamie is here. Tim Newport is here. David Keynes waved back, making my night. Thank you, David Keynes. I Amaze You 7 joined. You're all getting... Anyway, if anybody has ever seen me with the computer, it's Bubble Suds. It was Bubble Suds. It's true. It's totally true. Okay. The stuff we have to do tonight, other than answer questions. Miss you too. We love seeing those cars out and about, though. Thank you for still posting the pictures of all your drives. It's great. If anybody doesn't know, David Keynes has got the hot rod. Well, he's got several cars, but you probably know two, certainly from Breakfast Club. One is sort of I'm going to call it cream. Forgive me for not knowing the actual color, David, but like an off-white with kind of a bronzy copper hood line, and it's just a proper hot rod. Oh, and the back deck lid is forgive me here too, because I'm sure it's very treated and finished, but it's not painted. It's like brushed. Super, super cool car. And then also his wife, Ariana, who I believe hasn't joined yet, but I'm sure she will because they can't both be watching on the same device. She's got the beautiful aubergine car that just got finished over at Esposito. Stunning. Custom colors. I figured as much. Yeah, custom colors. I love that. And there's Teresa. Hi, Teresa. Porsche driver is here. I know, it's fun. Are you laughing at me waving? Because look how easy it is on this big
'cause
screen.
It's hilarious. Yeah.
It's funny. It is raw alloy. It is raw alloy. That rear deck lid on that hot rod. Stunning cars. Stunning. Hi, Ryans. Hi, Teresa. Hello from Oregon, says Casserito. Casserito. Like casserole and margarito. No, burrito.
I just think of Cerritos.
Hey, Los Angeles Living. Hello, Angelo.
Hi,
Brother
Ash.
Angelo. Good to see you. You got to come back on the show, brother. Pitch some of your houses. He's got the most beautiful properties here in Los Angeles. For sale. He's a real estate agent. He was our real estate agent. It's how we found this place, as a matter of fact. Let's talk 930 Turbo, says KS Ortiz. What do you want to talk about? I've got feelings. I've got opinions. If anybody remembers back in the archives when this was just a dining room table and the two of us with microphones off of Amazon, Brother Angelo Fierro over here from LosAngelosLiving.com was one of our first guests. Skip Ploss is here. Hi, Skip. Skip was here for the TriCast last week. Thank you, everybody, for tuning on to the TriCast. There was more people live than the replay, that's for sure. The replay garnered almost no results on YouTube, almost none. It was like half of what watched live on there, and the podcast did the normal, which was fine. Cheryl Zucker joined. I'm going to wave because it's Cheryl. Hi, Cheryl.
Hi, lady.
I wave. Anyway, Angelo was one of the first guests we had way back at the beginning. So if you want to check him out, see what he's all about, until he comes back. Pretty cool. Woohoo! Total honor. You're a total honor. Love to your family. So great. Craig C. Chen is a clap. What? No good?
You're hilarious to me.
Somebody. I married the right person. Thoughts on 964? They're great. I like the 964 when everybody else hated it. Everybody remember? Remember before Singer started making it? It was like the least favorite. Oh, they got leaks and this and that. Let's see. Great from the Nürburg. Greets from the Nürburg ring. Do you visit it? I have never been. I've never been to the Nürburgring, but wouldn't that be a nice trip? If anybody wants to, when there are events coming again, if anybody wants us to come to their event, by all means, let's put it together, because I would love to. That goes for Le Mans and Monte Carlo and really everything. This is fun. Specialized Blastig joined. La Torrida. Oh boy, I'm going to need help with that because I'm programmed to say La Tortuga. Bueno ano. Bon ano. I'm sure does that mean goodbye, maybe? It's from Brother Angelo.
Bun is good, but I don't know the rest.
Me neither. Oh, good call. ry.ru wants to know, what's up with Country Mart? Great question. Okay, let's talk about Sunday, shall we? We were all there. Or whatever. We were all there on Sunday, right? You had a Sunday where you were? Oh, do that. Let's see. We got in the car. We did all the stuff. We got ready to go. It's a lot of work. It's a lot of work to get us up and out these days. And we did all of the work. We were in the car, and the energy was not good. The energy was not good here. It was just not good. And usually we kind of have a bubble of safe, good energy around us. It almost feels like a protective force field. I know, I'm crazy. It is what it is. That's what it feels like. And if that's not there, you don't feel safe. And I just didn't feel safe. And we got like 2 exits down the freeway. Really one, but because we had to, it doesn't matter.
It was soon into the trip.
Very, very quickly, and it wasn't one of those like we got in a fight where that's it. It was like, this is weird. The energy's weird. I'm just turning around, and literally right at that moment, like it went to the thing switched to 111 miles to go on your tank of gas, and I was like, we never looked back, and the day ended up being great for me, very productive in other ways. But Malibu Country Mart, holy crap, that was our perspective. We were like, something's in the energy universe, something's going on, and I don't know why, but this doesn't feel right. So we just removed ourselves. Like Pee-wee, we decided not to leave the house today. Unlike Pee-wee, I should say. Okay, the folks that did end up over there, apparently more than usual, excuse me while I wave, life at recess, life as recess. Cruising to wellness. Hi, Rob. Hey, that's a great time to tell you. Need a lift lately? Cruise into a healthy 2021 with Cruise into Wellness CBD. The cruise is with a Z. CruiseIntoWellness.com. She really does think I'm funny. Hey, speaking of which, why don't you have some of this CBD? Here's that, and I'm going to give you some of this here because I think we're finishing. Can I give you this too? Don't mind us. In the middle of my anecdote here, we're going to administer some of our sponsored. Or is this empty and you just didn't tell me? That's
no,
good.
there's some left.
Okay, well, we're going to call that empty for the purposes of our show. But Jazz Chick. All right. It was a cluster, I hear, says poor driver. Yep. I hear the same. All right, ready?
Yeah.
There you go. This is, for anybody curious, this is CBD infused with French vanilla tincture. Available from Santa Cruz Medicinals at cruiseintoWellness.com. C-R-U-Z intowellness.com. Also, check them out on Instagram. Follow their Instagram account. It's Cruise into Wellness CBD. Good stuff. Back to the story. Okay, yeah, it was a shit show. I wish we had some CBD products to calm everybody down. It sounds like the people who did go, is that liquid CBD? Yes, it is. Liquid CBD. Yes, it is, Brother Angelo. Look at my profile. There's a 911 SC from the family in white. I hope you like it. Okay. I'm going to finish my story, but we'll get right to that. That's Tim Newport, 1927. Everybody else should check it out, too. Michael Allen Ross, Sinister C8, joined. Good stuff. Thanks, guys. Thanks for being here. It's fun stuff. Shit show at Malibu Kitchen. It sounds like anybody who arrived early, like what we usually used to get there at 8 o'clock, anybody who got there then or sooner, were met with literal barricades, stanchions. Like stanchions don't cut it. Stanchions implies like sticks and ropes. This was like road closed, like the big the big things with the orange and white with the cross sections. Dukes of Hazzard would crash through them left and right. They're not sawhorses either. I just can't think of the name for these, but big barricades. And I saw pictures clear across every possible entrance. It wasn't enough to have a cop parked at each one because somehow people were always sneaking through. They literally barricaded it.
Whoa.
Not dissimilar to like Washington right now, like totally crazy.
Wow.
And I don't know how long that lasted. Eventually people did get in because you see pictures at like 9 o'clock and everybody was there. But the photo I did see made no sense to me because you could see Susie and you could see the pink pickup truck and the white Land Rover parked right in front of Malibu Kitchen because the owner's cars, that's them, and then nothing else. And I guess the 3 spots in front of Starbucks were open, but that's not technically part of the mart there. So I don't know. I don't know how and why. They definitely said something about an ordinance. There was a Malibu ordinance that they passed or whatever to stop the car shows. I don't blame them. I get it. I totally get it. I was curious to see how this one would play out. I'm kind of glad we weren't there to see it, though.
Yeah, I have to agree. It sounds like a lot of chaos, but not for any result.
There you go. Somebody did. That's exactly what they look like. Somebody just RYRU put up all the barricades from the emojis, and that's exactly what they look like. Oh, right. So I should put this on the screen. What am I waiting for? Sure. All right. And if this goes dark, Instagram, I'll be right back. If it does, I don't think it will. It might, though, actually, come to think of it, now that I just did that. Share this screen. Yep. Everybody's watching this live. I think that should... Yeah, it did. All right. We're in good shape here. Now let's see if Instagram's still there. We'll see. Instagram. Hey, they're still here. That worked out. Greetings from Connecticut. Porsche King. Nice job. And I'm going to wave at M. Gideon. Yep. It's going well. So I don't know what's going on over in Malibu or how long it will last. I do know that we already have plans to go elsewhere on Sunday. Pete McNulty's here. Serenity's here. Oh, man, all our friends. This is so cool. Great to see everybody. Because of missing Sunday, I do feel like it's been ages since we've seen everyone. Friday, Breakfast Club was it. I mean, it was only a few days ago. It feels like 2 weeks to me.
Same. It
Really?
feels like, yeah. It feels like forever.
Why is that? What the hell happened?
I don't know. I don't know.
Okay.
I could speculate till the cows come home, but it feels like a long time.
It does. All right. I would like to shift gears and talk just for a few moments about our cameras. You may notice that things are a little crisper. Things look a little better. That is a product of we needed some new cameras. It was what happened a couple of years ago, a year ago, whatever. The thing updates, and then it's like, oh, whatever you're using only goes back to so far now, whatever. We needed to get some new cameras. We purchased 2 off of Amazon. What we're looking at here are iPhone 10s. And we happened to mention it up at Breakfast Club. Somebody said something, the feed was a little crisper or whatever. And we said, oh, we got these 2 new phones. We need to get more, 3 more, technically. And whatever. It sort of just opened the conversation. I would like to give a shout out and cut to Will over on camera 3. Shout out to Will, who's doing a great job. We said at Breakfast Club, somebody said, oh, I've got an iPhone lying around. And I was like, oh, well, just you don't even need to, don't give us the $350 then. Just give us the iPhone. That's great. And Will did exactly that. And we decided that whoever donated the iPhones would then become the camera operator for that iPhone. So in this case, it's Will on camera 3. Raiden Motors. Check out Raiden Motors on the Instagram, and that's who did it. So thanks. I love it. I think it's funny. And then so we need 3 more. Just saying. 2 more we really need, but 3 would be perfect because we have 6 cameras. But whatever. So if anybody else has one lying around, you've already upgraded. An 11 would be great because it has the wide angle, but not being picky, a 10 that I'm sure someone has laying in the drawer because they're like 4 or 5 years old now. We'll take it. We'll take it, and we'll put your name on it, and you will be a camera person on this show. Boy, that does look good, doesn't it?
Yeah.
I'm tooting my own horn here, but I'm amazed.
It's pretty
You remember
great.
when Jeff Zwart was here last? And it's time to try to get him again, by the way. But remember when he was here last, and somehow it came out blah, 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 and DP, and he said, no, don't give him the credit for this show. And he was like, no, I don't want it. And I was like, yeah, no, I know. I don't know. Ever since that comment, and then that Porsche girl when she was here, maybe she's only been here in person once. Whatever it was, whenever she came in, she was like, oh my gosh, this is so much better than it looks. And I was like, oh, really? I guess because I know what it is. I can see the holes, but other people don't. Whatever. So I took all of these comments to heart because I was already like, Mr. Like, look how good it is, you know? I think it genuinely looks really good now. So I think we have a fun environment to play in.
That's hilarious.
You know what I'm getting at, right? Mm-hmm. Looks nice. Oh yeah, and we did the bubbles, but you see that in the you get the stars on one side and the bubbles on the other, and there's just
It's magical.
yeah, we need a new smoke machine. I'll get the smoke machine because then with the smoke you'll see the lasers from the stars. People are like, "How you doing the stars? Did you get a CGI background?" No, we got a little laser machine doing it. Really. Here, take a puff of your thing and then blow it behind you. See if that works. This might actually work. If you can. No, yeah, if you right anywhere here and around. Well, I can already see it here.
Oh my gosh.
Does anybody else? Can you see it in the wide? Los Angeles, you guys are tripping. I'm not. I'm just giving it to her. I think the Taycan is amazing. I get to work on them a ton. Taycan is amazing. I agree too. All right, back to you guys. Sorry. Waving, waving, waving. What do you think about the Porsche Taycan? Your modesty kills me. I'm joking, Los Angeles. Ann Anstead, hi, buddy. Thank you so much for joining in the conversation the other day. That was so fun. Yeah, the Taycan's great. It's amazing. I haven't driven the turbo yet, but I mean, I don't need to tell you that it's already amazing. The Panorama Sport Turismo, is that what it's called? The speaking of Zwart, the one that Zwart has. I want to be like Zwart. 111 and everything. I don't know. I think it's called the Sport Turismo. That would have been my favorite pick for modern Porsche. The Macan is just an easy, awesome everything pick. I'm saying all of this to say the Taycan, to me, is now in the running with all of these. If you're looking for the electric car, I mean, that's it. And it really is everything. I can't remember what we were on Twitch, or was it on this the other day? We were talking about versus Tesla.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think that's going to be an interesting thing to watch, and I don't think there is a winner and a loser. I think it's going to be like all things. You've got a sedan, moderately priced, and then you've got the Porsche version of it. I mean, it makes sense. It's going to be better, faster, whatever the heck. I don't know. I like the Taycan a lot. Leo B777 says, I like the old Porsches. I happen to agree. 997 is as new as we wanted to go. I think the 991s are amazing. I mean, they are amazing. I'm not... Let me tell you something. Contrary to popular belief, 991s are great cars. No, they are. It just... Each generation, you know how it is. I became the old guy, and each generation loses a little something. And not saying that's bad. It just is what it is. That's evolution. But I'm sticking back. A Porsche driver agrees with Leo. I stick to that. That was the end of it for me. Something about when we went to the electric power steering, as good as it is. I just did a review for the Logitech racing wheel, the G923. It'll come out next week, I think. Whatever. It's sort of the same. I discuss it in this review. It feels like a ones and zeros game. There is no physical connection anywhere. It's all drive-by-wire. So at best, everything is a simulation of what it would be. You're not feeling the road anymore. The bunch of sensors are feeling the road, and they're giving you some kind of crazy input. Do you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, you're responding to feedback, not visceral understanding of what's going on.
Exactly, and it's synthesized feedback, and I'm not into it. Damon McCarthy tricked out his Tesla, and he does crazy things with it and loves it. He also has a whole bunch of other analog cars that he plays with and drives all the time. So I think the Tesla probably would be cool, or the Taycan would be cool, if it was the only car. I don't know. Even the 991 is what started this whole conversation. That once it went to the electric power steering, it was a different car for me. And as a matter of fact, I'm a 997.1 generation person solely because I don't even like the direct injection. I like the feeling of the living motor. It's so silly. Of like, is it gonna start? The direct ones are just like, it's a computer. You pff, bong, like Wall-E. You know, it just fires up every time. And obviously, you want that. It's totally predictable. The last driver's car is the 997. Yeah, I agree with that. I'm not drawing a line in the sand. I think that R is probably the best modern Porsche they make, and that probably eclipses even the 997. But they did a lot of special stuff to get it that way. The whole product line isn't like that. The new technology bores me. I like to hear, smell, and feel my 911. I agree with that also. Yeah. Totally agree with that. Does anybody have any questions for Nicole over here? It's okay if you don't. No, I don't mean anything by that. I'm trying to be inclusive. No good. Magnus Walker's new show, The Next Big Thing. Check it out if you haven't already. It's on the Haggerty YouTube channel. I am loving it. My only complaint with it, and I told this to him, was that I agree with all of his choices, which sucks because all of these choices will no longer be attainable. These are all cars I totally was like, oh, I'll have one again one day, or I always wanted one, and someday they'll all be impossible soon. Or just trading at far higher dollar values, I should say.
Right.
But check it out on the Haggerty YouTube channel. Speaking of Haggerty, speaking of car insurance, Haggerty provides that. What a great time to tell you about Sinclair Insurance. You know, they say all that separates men and boys is the coverage for their toys. Sinclair Insurance is coverage for your toys. Go to coverageforyourtoys.com and check it out. We were talking about a way to do this, and I haven't figured it out yet, but I love the idea. No, I don't want to say it yet. Nobody will know what the reference is. So, 911R and GT3 Touring are the best cars ever made in life. Well, I definitely agree that they're pretty amazing. And if you've ever actually driven both, they're different. What do you like more? 997 GT3 Mark 1, 997 Mark 2 GT3 RS, or 9912 GT3 RS? Well, I kind of just answered that before. I like a GT3 Mark 1 personally. It's just for all the same reasons. Also, you can really make that car scream. I don't remember who said it. A couple TRE's here. Hi, TRE. I'm waving at you. Somebody said it a couple years ago how you want the 3.8 over the 3.6 or whatever, and fine, totally enjoy it. I personally like the 3.6. I like winding it out. Jay Leno always talks about that long pull. I strongly agree with Jay Leno on this one. I like to be able to drive it, wind it out. You can wind them both out, don't get me wrong. All three of those are spectacular cars, but having had the chance to romp the hell out of the third one there, the 991 GT3 RS, and the one I drove recently was like track spec'd and really ready to go. It was amazing, and it was quick and all of the things, but it was everything I'm talking about. Like, you couldn't feel it. I mean, I was basically playing Forza, just feeling it. You saw the video. David and I are having a conversation at speeds that, luckily it was a closed course. I should mention that. It was a closed road. But still, it really exceptional speeds.
It didn't feel experiential.
If we were on a track, we would have literally been like, he could have given me a pedicure. It was so easy to drive, and there's no clutch work. That Porsche girl. Hi, that Porsche girl. And Dad Life, JC. Hi, Dad Life. Murticus, 996 joined. PDK or manual? Manual all the way, brother. Tim Newport. I'm a manual fan. I am not a PDK guy. That GT2 RS I just mentioned, GT3 RS I just mentioned was PDK because that's all they make it in. But no, I'm a manual guy. Real GT3 agrees. PDK is great for over 400 horsepower, manual for older, less horsepower cars. Yeah, that's fine. I'm not going to draw a line in the sand and be like, this is where it is, but I can totally understand that that's where it is for you. And I don't disagree. I mean, you're on the money there. I wouldn't. I still don't think horsepower is the play. Miss Stinnett or M Stinnett, could be M Stinnett. 911 joined. Oh, I never put it up there. I said I was going to, and then I never did. I'm terrible at this. It's Try Something New Tuesday. Oh, that's not good. Let's try this one. That's better. There we go. Fun factor. What's the fun factor? Tell me about the fun factor. I want to go to the fun factor. Was it Rob Diedrich had the fun factory? Drydick? Diedrich? I can never say that.
I forgot all about that.
Remember I was doing that campaign for Mattel at the same time, and that's all they were talking about. Make it more like this. I was like, dude, can't we just go there? Why do we have to build this thing? Let's go rent out the fun factory. I'm sure it's possible. All right, everybody, you're on the show. If you want to join in. If you want to, somebody did before, and I didn't do it because I was in the middle of the anecdote and other people were talking. But if you want to join, go ahead, and I'll tap you. We'll bring you in to the thing. Oh, people are loving it too. I love that. Thank you, whoever just loved it. Thank you for loving me. Oh, for 400 horsepower, you're just along for the ride. I agree. I say that a lot, actually. We have 350, I think, in a 997 1S. 350 something. And I often say that sometimes when we're on the crest, I wish that we just had a base car so that you could wind it up just a little bit longer. St. Clair Insurance is here. You already missed your plug. You already missed your ad read. But we talked all about Haggerty and St. Clair Insurance. Good stuff. Good stuff. Wings Air Cooled is here. St. Clair Insurance waved because we're just waving people. Oh, gosh, that's fun stuff. All right. Sim racing is what I was going to tell you about. Yeah, I'm going to do a product review on that Logitech G923, or I did it. I'm going to cut it down 16 minutes of awfulness. awfulness. One, I don't know how to do that yet. I'm going to figure that out, you know. I'm working on Chalk GTS C4 cab. What does that mean, working on? Does that mean you're performing service on, or you're modifying, or you're working on getting one? Are you an F&I guy? You're working on a deal, trying to make this happen for a family? James Cornish is here, waving. Tobo Papapo is here. Lufka Cult only joined. I'm calling it all out for the YouTube audience. Oh, I guess you can see it now. I don't need to do it. Somebody tell that guy. I mentioned Bubbles, right? There's Bubbles. Make sure they can see him in the YouTube. Oh, you won't be able to. Here, I got to do this. Here, look at this, guys. Bubbles. Right? Yep. Bubbles. Ceramic coating. Oh, ceramic coating. That makes sense. Hey, guys, James Cornish says. James Cornish, where are you located? I forget. You're overseas? Are you Belgium? Where? I can't remember where you are. He's like, I'm in Encino, dude. Right up the street. Peter V49's laughing. Bubbles, Craig C. Chen, Bubbles. Oh, Craig C. Chen. Wait, I remember that name. Craig C. Chen, did you used to follow me in the Ghostbusters days when we did the movie props and the Back to the Future DeLorean and all that stuff? Skip Plus, excellent. Skip Plus wants to know, what sim racing are you doing? And then Craig chime in there. I love video racing. I love it. I always have since way back when, probably PlayStation 1, I guess, the first one. I was living in Danbury, Connecticut still. So, yeah, I think that's what it would have been. And Forza, whenever that came out, I got into that. It was PlayStation first, so it was Gran Turismo, I guess. Whenever Xbox got better than that, I switched. I was a quality horse, so it was like VHS was fine, but if there was a beta, I would be using beta, you know. That was just me. Yes, it is the same Craig C. Chen. Oh, well, good to see you. Happy Back to the Future and Ghostbusters, all that stuff. Whatever you used to be into. Yeah, so it was Gran Turismo and then Forza, and so I've played them all from 1 through 7 now. And I mentioned in the review, I think I was at driver level 300 and something on Forza 6, and I'm at 160 something in Forza 7, and it's only because I stopped playing the game. I just race Porsches at my own leisure on tracks whenever I want with crews, but I'm not like climbing their charts. And the Xbox is really all I've ever done, Skip, to answer your question in a very long way. But every game there was. Dirt. And back in the day, there was like Project Cars is still one. There was Project Gotham back in the day, when it really first started. Project Cars, Assetto Corsa I did for this wheel. Anyway, I did this review on this. It was a whole rig. It was a wheel and a shifter and pedals, obviously, and a whole chair, the Play Seat Challenge. I didn't like it. You find out more later, but I didn't like it. Are you playing Assetto Corsa? I was, yeah. I tried that too. I tried Project Cars 2, Assetto Corsa 2 maybe. Poppy Ponton, who's different than Tobo Papapo, don't get confused. 80s in Connecticut. Oh, 80SC in Connecticut. That makes more sense. It's a ones and zeros game. It's what I was talking about before about the electric cars in the future. The simulation, you're driving a sim no matter what. And Jeff Zwart, again, since it's the reference Jeff Zwart show, he brought it up, I think, on this show about how modern cars are now following the tone of video games because that's what this generation of drivers grew up knowing.
Yeah.
It's art imitates life, imitates art. You know, we were just on the other side of the pendulum. And I guess that bugs me because in order to drive a car that I have set up to drive like our car, I have a yellow Porsche. It's not a 997, but I have it set up to drive exactly like ours drives. So I whip this thing around on every track, everywhere, the same as I would as us on the crest because it's that easy for me. I have it dialed in. I tried to translate and all the different settings. I tried everything I could. I just couldn't get it to do what I wanted it to. So it also sounds broken. I want to tell you that. It's so loud and rattly, and apparently this is how it is. I just kept thinking this one was broken. Apparently that's just how the damn thing is, because you play it with headphones or whatever. In my mind, the headphones are to allow the rest of the house some peace. This thing is like...
I hear it in the other room with the door
awful.
closed.
Pedals are loud, even with all the foam padding and everything. Just, I don't get it. The real car doesn't make any of those noises. So why does this little gadgetry? And I tried a bunch of stuff to make that better, so couldn't do it. Anyway, sounds like I did review it right here. You saw the bubbles, right? That's an awesome time, Tim. Tim, what seats do you use for sim? Okay, it was a place seat challenge. My best time in Tourist Drive at Nordschleife is 6:56. Oh yeah, and that was the other thing. So I set it up. Like before I got crazy, I wanted to do everything with the Mythbusters. We call it a control. I wanted to do a control experiment first, so I set it up at Lime Rock, where I have more laps than any other in the whole game, and I got it on our car. I did everything so it was like I know what it should be, and it wasn't. So such a bummer. There was a lot there that I knew. Oh, I could learn how to use this, but I don't want to do that because that for me may take away from what I can do in the other ways.
It defeats the purpose of aligning with what you know.
Yeah, maybe it would make it better. I don't know. Maybe I'm crazy, but I didn't want to do it.
I'm with you.
Also, it took the fun out of it. Like if I'm already going to bring this chair out, it's very convenient. It's a foldable race seat. It's very cool and convenient. But if I'm going to go through all that, I want to be able to sit down and play, not like have to get used to it again and the whole thing.
Yeah.
All right. A lot of stuff I missed there. Sorry, guys. Playseat is awesome. You guys are amazing. Oh, man. JJ Gates, 15. You're amazing. Thank you. I love that track. Hard to drive with the RS, but it's so satisfying to nail it. If you're talking about Lime Rock, I agree. Way too much car for Lime Rock. But put yourself in the 930 Turbo or any of the older Porsches in that game. Like a 914 is the best. The 914.6 in that game is so fun. Personally, I drive the 82. I think it's the 82 Carrera, but I put a 6-speed in it, and I juiced up the power and the rubber. Basically, I did all the things that we do to our car to make it, and just sort of dialed it in. Yeah, dialed it in. We are all amazing. It's true, Tim. If only more of us realized that, I think we probably would get along more. We are here Tuesdays and Thursdays. But this is new, doing it on the Instagram. It's new. We didn't used to do that. And we're seeing how it goes. We're trying to, integrate here. And then on Thursday, Hannah Elliott will be here. She's a writer for Bloomberg, and you probably know her from all of her car posts on Instagram. She's also often with Magnus Walker. You see them together quite a bit. IG Live is great. It is. It's fun. Try something new Tuesdays. It's the truth, man. It's the truth. That was our thing for 2021, you work from home. It's so easy to get stagnant. You just do the same thing over and over. I mean, you've seen this show. It's always a version of the same thing. We're trying to mix it up. We got stars. Look at that. Pretty. Do it more. Oh, do it more than we can do it whatever you want. We can do it whatever you want. If people want us, we will do it more. This did not used to be very good. And people, I think, were really doing us a favor by checking it out for a long time. And only recently are we, trying to hang in there and really make something of it. Hey, Jay and Nicole, this is from Wings Air Cooled. Hey, Jay and Nicole, since you're doing all these shout-outs, I'd like to let you guys know I have resurrected the old Wings adjustable heel and toe pedal for the air-cooled cars. Any questions, I'm here. There you go. In life. Oh, okay, there's other people. Bring Paul Schaefer and play some music already. We had Paul Schaefer's daughter here a month or two ago? Mm-hmm. A few weeks ago. Victoria Lily Schaefer. And you spelled Schaefer wrong, but there's no E in that one. But she was here, and it was really weird and cool to have her here. And I have never invited her dad here, and we totally should, because I think he does visit LA sometimes. In my mind, he's in New York, and just it's not
that
doable.
Would be so
but
much fun.
That would be incredible. Have him bring a piano. Or not have him bring a piano. And Paul, bring your piano. Rude. I didn't know that. Okay, what is the next agenda for the next show? It's Hannah Elliott. Hannah Elliott will be here on Thursday as a guest. She'll be in the. You can't see, but there's a chair there and everything. The only thing that doesn't suck about working from home is having to drive a 996 35 miles every day to work. Yeah, that is good. That is good. I think this view seems so strange with Nicole on right side of their screen. Tell me how it should be better. I'm all for it. I think this view seems so strange with Nicole on the right side of... I don't know what that means. Oh, do you not want to see her? That to me seems weirder. Maybe only her. Would that be better? Maybe I get out of it. Continue with Instagram and other social media. Okay, good. Thank you, Craig C. Chen. I think this view seems so strange. Yeah, we got that. What time is it in LA? Currently, it is 5:47. Call that 5:47. And 45 seconds. 46, 47. This is great, guys. Both in view. Oh, yeah, both in view. So do you have long-term agendas? You mean between now and Thursday? What's on Nicole's T-shirt? It's it's backwards probably because of the Instagram thing, but it's a TLG. And maybe now would be a good time also to remind you to get your car some TLC and come on home to TLG. Could zoom out a bit more, but how? Yeah, I know. I don't know how. Could zoom out just a bit more, but how will you show? Oh, no. Do you want to come here and produce the show concept? If you want to know at all, I mean, the iPad will be somewhere else when there's a guest here. I don't know. Could zoom out just a bit more, but how will you? I don't know. How do you feel about the 996 Gen? I love the 996 Gen. I don't like the interior of it. I don't know anybody who does. Anybody who says they do is weird or lying to you. But no, the headlights never bothered me as much as they did everybody else. They did bother me. They always have, but not as much as everybody else.
What
not
about
not
the
enough to kill the car.
interior's problematic?
It feels like a Ford Taurus or a Cadillac of the era. Buick. It's very American. Really weird. Oh, yeah, I see your point. It's just weird because it's flipped. If anybody knows how to, it's because of Instagram. You're totally right about that. Everything is weird but the mirror. If you know, I'm going to keep doing this. If anybody knows how to flip the image, let me know. I'd love to do that. Yeah, it irritates the hell out of me, though. Because I can't just flip I could probably figure out how to digitally flip it, but then all the words would be wrong. He goes, LMAFO. Normally she's on the left when I watch it on YouTube. Jay, we love your smiling face, too. Thank you. You know I'm sensitive and need to hear it. In Germany, it's 3 o'clock in the night. Oh, what are you doing up, Tim? Holy smokes. Seriously, what are you doing up? No, it's great, just asking. Shares the same steering wheel and gauge cluster as Carrera GT. Okay. I mean, that's not enough for me. Also, I'm going to go out on a limb here and everyone's going to hate me, although it's not fair because I've never driven it, but it doesn't really matter. I don't need the Carrera GT. It doesn't do a damn thing for me. Everybody else talks about it's their favorite Porsche of all time. I respect it. I think it's engineering. I think it's wonderful. Jay Leno bought it just for the transmission, supposedly. It's never been my thing. I don't get it. Shifter was always odd to grab in a 996. I don't mind it in the 996. I can't stand it in the Carrera GT. All the way up here, and that started the modern thing where Porsches went that way, and I don't like it.
Oh no.
That and the Panamera, they both took things in a direction I didn't like. I don't think it's going to switch back anytime soon, but that's why we ripped our console out. I was like, I'm anti that stuff. I rebelled and showed everybody my commitment.
Yeah.
No, it's great. Just asking. Let's see. Shares the same steering wheel. Yeah, we got shifter was always on the grab. GT1 headlights. Yeah, exactly. Although I think, yeah, that's right. It was a GT1. And heck, Yeah, I'd love to work with you. Will you know that it's almost 3 a.m. in France and somebody is watching you? Oh, thank you, D. Houston Wheels. That's amazing. So we get people in France and Germany. Didn't plan on it, but have problems sleeping. Your show is good. Just bring some new folks on the show. Yeah, no, I know. Sorry about that. Lately, it's been tough with the COVID, and quite frankly, the whatever this is, the interface, it's not as good as it could be, as it should be, and it's just not the same. Oh no, there we go. Hey, it's Rhodey. You guys are the best. Oh, Rhodey, that's awesome. Wait, I didn't know that was your Rhodey, as in like Fountain of Wellbeing. Heady Hi-Fi. I guess that could be him. It's 8:50 here in Montreal, Canada. Share lots of stories. Oh, good call. We should tell some more stories. Totally agree. Oh, there's UPS is here. Hang on one second. Mrs. Ryan, take over.
Oh my, I don't have car stories. Shoot. I don't know good car stories. But I changed the title of my book, and it is stories of. So that's pretty spot on. And I can't read from here, I don't think. My eyes have gotten really old. I hope he comes back soon. Good to see everyone. Thank you so much for tuning in, especially you Europe people. It's so late. So late there. Where in France and Germany are you? I've been to both countries, so I'm super curious. They're both pretty in very different ways. But I saw mostly cities there, city areas, so urban like feel. But nice parts of those cities. I'm super curious where you are.
Is that okay? Want to come be on the show?
He just invited UPS on the show. Oh my. I think he's coming. That was
fun.
I loved hearing it.
Okay. Well, it was the Play Seat Challenge and all that stuff was going back, and one of the things was really heavy. I could tell he didn't necessarily want to take it, but it all worked out. What'd you guys talk about while I was gone? Anything?
Nothing important.
Aw. Totally agree. 918 best Porsche ever. Okay, so some people like the supercars. That's totally cool. What's up from Buffalo? CTC 356. You got a Rochester in the house over here.
That was the Fuddruckers there when it first opened. Was the first place I drove to.
There you go.
In Buffalo.
My kids, 14 boy, 11 girl, 6 boy, and I love you guys. We never get down to make it on Fridays due to kids' school, but you should realize how you both inspire people. Oh, that is JJ Gates 15. Thank you.
Awesome.
That is amazing. 9972C2 sent a video request, so I'm going to do it. Go live. Let's see if this works, and I'll bring this over here. That should be okay. Let's see if it still happens. It might have been old. Might have missed him already. Comment section is popping. It is. I'm so behind. Sorry, guys. I love the Porsche community. It's like the car version of Jeep life. Oh, that's nice. Oh, big hello, Nicole from Ron Goodman down in Australia. And Jay, mate, hope life is good. Hope all is good. Oh, we love you, Ron Goodman. That's
Love
awesome.
You so much. Good to talk.
Check out Speed0023 on the Instagram as well if you want to see what Ron Goodman's up to down in Australia. He's got an incredible racing team. He's got a wonderful business fixing cars and everything too, but he's also got a great racing team. They do wonderful, wonderful things. Not just winning races. They do a lot of charitable work and good cause stuff. So the last couple of years, we've had some big things happening in the Porsche world. Okay. Should be interesting. I'm on the edge of my seat. This is amazing. Okay. How long are you on here till? It was going to be like 5 more minutes. It's funny. We have no idea how, you plan a show, you put all the work into it, and then the truth is the ones that end up doing better are the ones where you don't stick to any of that stuff.
They're more free flowing.
I don't know. What you used to unofficially produce these types of segments?
When they're more organic and everything you talk about is what people try to do, and when producers like try to make something happen, the opposite happens. So when people are more comfortable, the talking goes smoother.
Do you think we're more comfortable? Is that what you're saying?
Yeah.
Definitely than we used to be.
Oh yeah.
So the last couple of years, we've had some big things happen in the Porsche world, and I said, "What? Oh, from Singer releases to the 356 RS R, yeah, and events. The Singers are great. What does everybody think about the new I hesitate to call it a Baja, but the Safari Singer? What do you think of that thing? The Screamer, the Tut Hill Screamer. That's what I'm calling it, the Tut Hill Screamer. You know, we're right around the corner from Singers, right up the street there. You can just see it's right around there. We've been over their shop, and we know Deb, of course. And we've got a lot of friends over there. I think the Singer cars are amazing. They really are. I think that the Gunther work stuff is amazing also these days, if you want to give another look to Singer uses the 964s, and Gunther Works uses the 993s, the last generation of air-cooled. Really cool stuff. Always better to go with the flow, but have topics in case comments suck. RYRU. Is it Ryru? Is that how we do it? Oh, here we go. See if Ron Goodman can jump in here. We'll see if this works.
No way.
There he is.
G'day, mate.
You can hear us?
I can hear you. How are you, mate?
Beautiful.
Good to see you, buddy.
Oh, this is amazing. Isn't
forever.
technology lovely?
Bloody is, that's for sure. How are you guys going over there? Good?
It's great, man. I can't believe that we're here in your shop. We need to do this more often.
We're not in the shop. This is my shop. This is the back shop. This is where we keep our cars. We've got like a little museum over the back behind the shop. If you're up to it one day, we'll take you for a tour through the shop. We've got a lot of GT3s, GT2 RSs. Every time that there's a track day, there's a lot of crashes. So it's good.
Well, I would love that. Please take us for a tour sometime. And, we miss you. We didn't get to see you this year.
Nah, it's a bit of a bummer. We've done no travelling. We've had more time to work on our transporter. We've redone all the transporter. We've done a lot of stuff here, but just no international stuff, and I can't see it happening in the foreseeable future. No?
Well, I don't know. I agree with you. It seems like whatever people put an end date on it, I almost refuse to listen. It's like laughable.
Yeah.
But when I think about you, one of the things that comes to mind is you work so hard doing so many things, both for your own company and charitable work and racing. The only rest you used to get used to be on the plane, you used to say.
Yeah, no.
So what do you must be exhausted.
I'll lay at the back of a car and grab a couple of hours sleep every now and then. I tell you what, but we're just finishing that 356, the Aero car that we're doing a TV show with. We've got a big launch coming up. It's probably going to be around June. We've hired out the complete Parramatta jail. It's an old historical jail. That's where we're going to have the night at.
Wow.
So I know you guys can't come over here physically, but I'd love for you to be involved electronically if you are up to it.
That's a big yes. You've got a commitment. That's a big yes.
That's fantastic, man. That's fantastic. How's your health going, Nicole?
I'm still here. It's fine.
We had to add some more wheels to our life, but that's okay.
Yeah, but every day you're breathing, it's better, eh?
It is what it is, brother. We live it while we got it. We knew what we signed up for.
You're two of you probably two of the nicest people in the Porsche fraternity, so.
It takes one to know one, mister. Someone said, who is this nice gentleman? This is Ron Goodman. You're going to check out Goodman Racing down there in Australia. Just do a little Google on Speed 23. Check him out. Also, what's going on with the Speed 23 line of cleaning products? Because our yellow car is nice and squeaky clean now.
That's really kicking off here on the internet side of it. I can't keep up. We're just employing someone now to look after that side of it for me.
Okay.
It's just got way too much. Actually, I think you can see one here. Can you see that?
Yeah, sure.
We do advertise a little bit, but we have got a hell of a lot happening with it.
Well, let us know if there's anything we can do here. You know, we want to push it along when you're ready for stateside.
That'd be great, mate. Well, I'll let you get back to your great show. And I really would be rapt if you guys come along for the Parramatta Job for the launch of this car. It's a special car. It really is a special car. So we're pretty happy with it.
If you can figure out how you want us to do it, as long as we're, as anything we can do from here, just consider it done already. And you've got me committed.
Well, I'll get in contact with you privately so that you can organise something that's going to be a pretty big night. Porsche are heavily involved here in Australia.
Beautiful.
So it's going to be a pretty big night. So.
I love it. Much love to you, Ron Goodman, and your whole team down there in Australia.
Thanks for taking the time out to say hi.
Thanks for wanting to. This is great. Talk to us Tuesday. This might be a regular thing.
I'll let you know when we're at the shop, and we'll do a tour through the shop, and you can see some crash cars and stuff.
Please. And also, I want to get closer to all of these beautiful gray race cars behind you.
Yeah, there's a few around.
Yeah. We'll get to it next time. Much love, sir.
No worries.
See you soon.
See you later. Thank you, mate. Bye.
What a great guy. That's cool. Thanks, Ron Goodman. That was awesome. He was on our show last year, and he flew here from Australia. What was it? Was there something else that was supposed to be? Oh, Luftgekult. Was it Luftgekult? No, something was canceled. There was some event that was going on that was canceled, and he came anyway. He was like, "Well, I had the airline ticket." I was like, "Yeah, but we could have rescheduled this for the next whenever the thing was happening." And he said, "No, it's fine." He's like, "This, my wife likes me to fly. That's where I get my rest." That's where that was all from.
Yeah.
That was awesome. Oh, thanks, Porsche driver. Ron Goodman is amazing. Oh, David Keene's still here. Thank you, David Keenes. Would be cool to do a show with Australia. You should do that. We definitely will. Ron Goodman does what he says he's going to do, and he also makes sure that other people do what they say they're going to do. So that's why I was very clear about, yes, you have me committed. Yes, you can have me committed. Chris Florin. Hi, Chris. Oh, boy, do we miss you and Andrew and the whole family and the doggies. Hey, you two swell cats and kittens. Oh, it's Justin. Justin had he's got the first gen Boxster S that I drove the other day up at Breakfast Club, and that was a great car. We had it screaming too. He just put new tires on it. We didn't have it going sideways or anything, but we were moving. Love seeing feeds of other garages and shops. Well, that's easy. We can do more of that, Teresa. That's easy. Thanks. Good to know. I mean, we did a lot of that in the beginning. But again, we were able to go and travel and go places. We were able to walk around.
So sorry.
So that, we did a little less of that. But now with the technology, sure. Why not? We've gone over the hour. Did I say everything that we were supposed to say? We never did the East Coast feed. Let's do one of those real quick. It'll be brief. Check in with Danbury Chive, East Coast feed. Roll it out.
Watching you.
Uncle Jay and Nicole, Coraline and I were just watching you guys. Wasn't that so cool?
Yeah.
And you can hear them talking and everything?
Yeah.
This is like an East Coast feed, but like live for you guys, actually, whatever. Right?
Yeah.
What are we doing tonight, Monkey?
We're playing with the scooter.
Oh, yeah, new scooter. Big time. She's a big kid now. Show me your gloves that you have on in the house for no reason. Yep, there you go. And your headband, your Wonder Woman, pajamas are all on. That's it. Say goodbye to Uncle Jane and Nicole.
Bye.
Love you guys.
Love you guys.
Oh. Awesome.
That one was cool, right?
Yeah, I like the gloves.
Well, she's grown up. She's a little person. She's not a kid anymore.
Yeah.
I know she's a kid, but she's got a personality now. Has that, like, the personality is formed, and it's a little him, which is great because he needs that in his life.
Yeah. I haven't seen her since she was a baby. It's very cool to see her talking and everything you said. Personality to the max with that one.
The Twitch audience says that you should have action in your shots. So that's what the stars are all about and the clouds moving. And I changed the on-air sign so that it blinks. Now that blinks.
I saw that.
In my mind, the lava lamp was the movement. That was enough for me. And everyone else was like, yeah, that's what I'm thinking. I'm like, oh, all this stuff. Now I got a laser light show and everything else. But meanwhile, I mean, gosh, it's fun. It really is fun. And again, with the bubbles, it's a whole thing. Every time I cut to the wide shot, I just want to see it all. So on Twitch, you can have buttons, like people donate a subscription or something like that to turn the bubbles on. You know what I mean? It's like kind of interactive.
Okay.
And maybe we should do stuff like that. You know, like if you want to smoke the place out, you know, it's $20. If you want to turn the bubbles on, it's $10.
That'll be fun.
If you want Nicole to take her top off, it's how much?
I don't do that.
Yeah, it's fun. It's fun. All right. We've done it. Magnus Walker's new show. I wanted to tell you about that. We did it. I keep wanting to grab it. It won't help me. Sim Racing, I told you way too much about. East Coast Speed, Monkey Watching Us. We watched that. Magnus Walker's new show. Viewer mail. We didn't do that. Maybe Thursday, I guess, with Hannah Elliott. Yeah. It's cool. It's nothing important, but just nice things. Bubble Machine sure did. iPhone cameras. Will on camera 3. Shout out to Will on camera 3. Great job, buddy. You did a great job. And if anybody else wants to run a camera here, all you have to do is donate that camera. iPhone 10 or newer. On Amazon, it actually went down again. It was like $325 when I looked last for an iPhone 10. If you've got one in a drawer, we'll take it. Doesn't need to be brand new or refurbed or whatever the heck. Thursday, we're back with Hannah Elliott, writer for Bloomberg. She's all over Instagram. I constantly want to say Mrs. Magnus Walker, but I can't say that's not true, and that's how rumors get started. But in my mind, if that is ever true one day, in my mind it will just roll right off the tongue. But meanwhile, she does her own thing, so she's not Mrs. anybody. And then Friday, back at Good Vibes Breakfast Club. And also, quick note, our old friend Rob Corddry, who I got to email again when COVID slows down, but whatever, he posted he was taking a car up for a review up at the Crest, and it was closed for an accident, and the cop said, you planning on doing the speed limit up there? And whatever, there's a whole interaction. But the cop told him that there will be a lot more police presence up there. Please, 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 please. We do not want this ruined. We do not want this ruined. Please respect the Crest. I'm not telling you to do 50. I'm not telling you to do anything. In fact, matter of fact, do whatever you think respecting the Crest is, but please respect the Crest. We don't want to lose it. We are so effing lucky. I don't mean, I mean, we're lucky too, but we as a community, we in SoCal are so lucky to have the Crest at our, I mean, you know, they closed the Snake. The Snake's closed permanently. You know, I mean, that could happen out there. There's only a couple houses and one restaurant. So let's not have that happen. That's it. How'd we do? Yeah, how'd we do over here? Would you subscribe me? I don't know. Subscribe. Maybe. We'll see. Oh, Chris Florence sent a request to be in. Chris, I'm sorry we missed you. We'll do it next time. All right, we will watch you on Thursday. Respect the Crest. That's awesome. Yeah, good stuff. We love everybody. We love all of you. Thank you so much for hanging out on the Instagram live feed and for hanging out with us here in the playset.
Yeah.
We love you. The bubbles. Can't do it. Can't do it without the bubbles. And that's it. Till next time. See you Thursday. Love everybody. Please love one another. Hey, it may get crazy tomorrow. We didn't even talk about that. I don't think it will. I think we're going to be just fine. But please love one another. See you out there.